Hey everybody, welcome back to Braid. I am so glad to be back playing this game. It has been way too long that I've been off and not recording. And I'm definitely just happy to be here and finishing up World 6 because we are almost done with this game. And every game I've been Let's Playing right now has been taking forever just because life's been getting in the way. But now that it's summer, that's about to change. Let's get right into it and go straight to World 6. Hesitance. Perhaps in a perfect world, the ring would be a symbol of happiness. It's a sign of ceaseless devotion. Even if he will never find the princess, he will always be trying. He will still wear the ring. But the ring makes its presence known. It shines out to others like a beacon of warning. It makes people slow to approach. Suspicion, distrust. Interactions are torpedoed before Tim can open his mouth. In time, he learns to deal with others carefully. He matches their hesitant pace, tracing a soft path through their defenses. But this exhausts him, and it only works to a limited degree. It doesn't get him what he needs. Tim begins to hide the ring in his pocket, but he can hardly bear it. Too long tucked away, that part of him might suffocate. So in World 6, as you might guess, the mechanic here is the ring. If you look over Tim's head here, the ring was flashing. Now, it says press the down arrow, and anytime you press the down arrow, you will drop a ring on the ground. You can pick it up while you're standing on top of it with the down arrow as well. And what this does is it slows time in the ring down, and everything around it as you approach gets slower and slower. So the time is slowest in the middle, as you can see with the snowflakes falling. I don't really know why they had this level here, because it's the pit, but there's nothing here. I guess they just start every world with the pit, and they didn't want to end that. So this is another reused level with a new mechanic, there and back again. This time, there's no way to stop the door from falling, so what we do is we slow it down with the ring. And then you gotta speed through the rest of the level, and come on, bunny jump. Go. You gotta be quick enough here, not only to get past the door, but to get back out, because the door will close, so don't pick up the ring quite yet. Get your puzzle piece and come back out, because that's not glowing green. You can get stuck back there and have to do it again. So again, somewhat reused level here. And this is pretty not confusing. Basically, the clouds slow down when they come closer to the ring, so drop a ring here, jump to the next cloud, and then jump from this cloud to the next one, if you can make it. I might have to wait for this next one to come closer. Yep. There we go. And then grab it. This is World 6 though, and these are some of the hardest puzzles in the game in my opinion. I'll actually point out the one puzzle piece that I think was the hardest, and it took me forever when I first bought this game to figure out how to get it. I'm happy to say that this is a game that I never looked up any solutions, never asked for help, never did any of that. I figured this entire game out on my own because I wanted that satisfaction, and I finally got it. It took forever, but it was worth it. Because now I can be here playing it and actually know what I'm doing and not be completely lost. So like here, you want to jump into this time-slowing ring, and you gotta time yourself pretty well here. You're gonna land right on the edge like that. And grab your puzzle piece and move on. That's another room already done. Moving quick through here. Well, until you get close to the ring, then you move really slow. One thing I gotta tell you about this world that I really don't like is the music is good, but disappears like way too often. I'm not really sure why. The music just honestly just goes away. Alright, so you want to drop the ring here so that they slow down and make your life a little easier. Because what you need to do is you need to jump on the head of these Goombas at the apex of their flight. And hopefully you'll get up in one bounce. If you don't, you can just double bounce and get back up. It is possible to get up with only one bounce. Let's see if I can do it now. Yep, there you go. Only one. Alright. And let's go ahead and pick up the ring and move on. Now, a lot of these areas, you actually have to do things in a certain order. It's not that you're forced to, it's that your life will be much better if you do them in that order. Like, for example, here. First thing you're going to want to do is get this to let a Goomba come so you can bounce off their heads. I probably could have bounced off that last one's head, but I don't think I was really paying attention. Thankfully, there's a time block, or that one's saved by time, so it doesn't really matter. So I can pick that up and move on. Actually, I remember why this one's saved by time. You have to go back here. Can I make it up? Yep. Okay, first try. Good. Oh, I don't want to bounce off you yet. No, don't die. There we go. Alright, so now you want to go bounce off this guy all the way to the key. Go ahead and grab that key. Pick your ring up. Now this part's really confusing if you haven't done this before. It actually took me a very, very long time to learn that this is actually what you need to do, and if I could stop dying, I could show you what this is. Oh my god, I missed. Wow. So much for the first recording back during summer. I'm terrible. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna let this Goomba die for better timing. You want to get a Goomba to pass all the way through. And I screwed that up. I think I screwed that up too. Probably should have let it shoot first. Can you make it? Ooh, that was close. Oops. Don't die. I said don't die. Don't fall off either. Okay, there we go. Wait, don't let him steal your key. You need to bounce directly off his head in mid-jump so that you can land right on top of this. You want to drop your ring right there. This is because you can drop your ring on the ground down here and get past into that door, but you will not be able to get out. To be able to get out, you have to do that, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if there's an alternate solution, but I haven't found it if there is one. So you go ahead and hit that switch, and then run out. And yep, as long as I don't die by fire, which seems to be the theme here. You know what? New solution. Just give myself more time. There we go. With enough time, I can just run right off the edge. And then, just walk up. And grab your last puzzle piece from over here. And you don't even have to bother picking up the ring, because when you exit a world like that, your ring comes right back to you. Kinda nice, the ring never leaves. Impassable foliage. First thing you want to do right here is drop the ring there. This is what I'm talking about, is needing to do things in order. If you don't do this, you'll have to exit and come back to the level. You kind of just need to wait here until that top horizontally sliding block gets past this vertically sliding one. Once that's done, you can just let it go, like that. But they need to slide past each other, otherwise it would get locked in. And that's what you want to avoid. So much for impassable foliage. This is not going to be difficult to pass at all. Come on. Yep. You can't hurt me, Piranha Plant. Although Goombas, on the other hand, they're starting to get me. Oh, wow. I am terrible. Oh yeah, I have to wait. This one's not time saved, so you kind of just have to wait for a chance to get it. You don't even have to bounce off a Goomba's head or anything, you just gotta grab it. Oh, I was going for a combo. Combo! Alright. Next up, it's over here. This one's moderately annoying. It's kind of interesting mechanic, though. Anything that's glowing green isn't affected by the time sphere thing. What you want to do is you want to have all these piranha plants, or at least the last two, coming up at basically the same time. So now I need to slow this one down by a second. Or actually, this one's coming up first, so I need to slow this one down by a second. That should be close enough. And this one needs to be slowed down a little. And then if they're off time, you can just rewind time a little bit because the cannon isn't affected by time shifts either. And then they'll all walk by smoothly. Now do not rewind here or else you'll screw up the timing and you'll have to do it again. Until you have enough. Once you have like 4 or 5, then you can rewind and it'll start killing the others so you don't get trapped. Okay, so you're up here. Now all the other Goombas are getting killed so you're not trapped. And that's both your puzzle pieces. I'll show you what I mean by if you change the timing. Alright, the bunny forced me to show an example. If I just rewind a little bit, the Goombas are still on time, but all the piranha plants get delayed by a second, so now all the Goombas can walk straight by. Once you have enough Goombas coming over, you can just rewind just a little bit, and now the Goombas will get eaten. So all the Goombas that have already passed are alive, but the rest of them die. Because you will get trapped up there if you don't do that. And it's not a time-saved piece, so you just kind of get screwed. Now, a big mistake people make here is putting their ring somewhere down there. Don't do it. You can make it through this whole part just platforming alone. And you're gonna need it. You don't want to die by fire. That's all I've heard do, apparently. Alright, so go ahead and shift the elevator down. Don't let the bunny kill you. Come on, bunny. Oh my god. Die. Kitty, bunny thing, whatever it is. Now it gives you a hint here. Put your ring down. It's a good thing that hint is there. If you put your ring on a moving object, it will move with it. So you can start that elevator going down. And I think I screwed up this timing really badly. Yeah, I did. Come back. Actually, I can just rewind. Alright. So you want to start the elevator going down right as this first shot goes off. That'll make your life a whole lot easier. Because now you can wait for each shot to pass and just come down. The levels are designed really well, so everything lines up in timing basically perfectly. And oddly enough, the music seems to be staying in the background for this level. And yes, you can grab your ring from here, just jump up and grab it. When I played this last time, all the background music started cutting out randomly and just stopped playing. I don't know why. The peaceful puzzle-solving violins playing in the background is kind of useful. Alright, so this puzzle piece directly above me, this is the one I find most annoying. There's 2 left in the level. This one over here is actually pretty simple to get. Just go ahead and hit this lever. I'm jumped off. Rewind, so you come up here. And actually, I did that wrong. My bad, you have to drop your ring over here first. Then you can do all this. Let that hit, and then jump, jump, and grab it. Easy enough. Now for the tricky one. I'm not even sure that I fully remember how to get this, so this is going to be interesting. I want to say it has something to do with placing the ring on the tall one. I'm letting the small one go by first. Hopefully I gave it enough clearance. Yep. Jump. Yeah, I made it. Alright, so I can grab my ring there. Let me get over here, and again it gives you the hint. Just place your ring. You're gonna want to let this come back. Or actually, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm retarded. Jump up here. And let that go down. This ladder will fall. And you can climb up to this platform here, where the ring is. You want to stand on this, because it makes you immune to time, and rewind so that the ladder goes back up. Make sure you don't rewind too far that the switch gets flipped back up, because if you do, you'll get stuck and you have to do it over. So wait for the ladder to hit the ground and jump as soon as it hits the ground. And I missed. Whoa, what? There we go. You can climb up. You can do that two ways. You can actually stay time immune and climb up, because if you notice, you'll still keep glowing. So I'll show that. Or you can actually do it even without time immunity and just having good timing, because the ladder bounces and you can hop off the top of the ladder on its first bounce. Like that, and you'll make it. I'm pretty sure that's not the intended solution, to jump off the ladder on its first bounce, and you are supposed to use the time immunity, but it works either way. That's kind of the beauty of puzzle games. I loved it in Portal, where you could solve puzzles in multiple different ways. I mean, I don't know even if I would really consider this multiple different ways, but it's a non-intended solution, and I like those. So what you're going to want to do here, just place your ring on the ground for a couple seconds, just so you have time to catch it, because you're going to have to rewind when it's there. Wait for a shot and climb up right behind it. It will get dangerously close to you, but you can make it. And actually that one stayed pretty well far behind, so I'm happy. Alright, so now before you hit this switch, stand on the time immunity plate. I honestly don't know what it's called, I'm just calling it time immunity. So your ring gets taken back, then slow down your rewind until it appears back in the top left, and there you go. Now what you want to do is wait, hit it, run by, and head over here, because your ring and the key are going to fall together, and you need to pick up your ring in midair. So there you go, got the ring, got the key. The reason you need to pick up the ring is you can't bring the key out and you can't leave the room to go get your ring, so you have to pick it up in midair. And then you just bring the key up here and grab your puzzle piece. Not so difficult. I feel like this was intended to be more difficult than the last room, but I don't know why I found it much easier, honestly. And then I can just come over here, pick up the ring, and walk on over to the edge. That's all of World 6, and I flew through that. That wasn't bad at all. I mean, it's almost 20 minutes, but I expected it to take much longer. When I first played this game, World 6 took forever for me. It took you so long to get here. But at long last, I can tell you that the princess must be in another castle. So many Mario references. I've never met her. Are you sure she exists? No. No, I'm not. I'm not sure about anything. So then, of course, we have what every Braid world ends with, some puzzle building. Going from a puzzle game to legitimately just building puzzles. But oh well, it's fun. Ish. It's not the worst thing they could have done. You know there have been worse games. You know. Everybody knows. But anyway, we are almost done with this whole Braid series, and I'm kind of glad about it because it's been going way too long, similar to my Paper Mario series, which has been ongoing for God even knows how much time. Just way too much time, essentially. But that's actually coming to a close soon too. And hopefully I will be playing a new game soon enough. If you have any suggestions for a game you want to see me play, let me know and I'll see if I can play it. If I can get it, if I already have it, I'll probably definitely play it. And if I don't, I'll see what I can do about getting it. Because I always want to play what the viewers want me to play, which is why I end up playing Command & Conquer so much. So, that's it for World 6. We've solved the puzzle, and we finished all the worlds in the house. In the next episode, we will be going to the bathroom. No, not really. The next world's actually up here. I'll see you guys there.